Evening, everybody, and it's nice to have been invited here, only because Tim did say he couldn't make it. So over 20 years ago, I did the self-build, and I was in dire need of housing in a tower block with 3 children, all in one room, all growing old, all getting noisy, arguing, fighting, damp on the walls. Nothing was changing for me. Every day I went down to the housing, they told me the same. There's no housing, nothing for me or anything like that. After numerous times there, I picked up a little leaflet and found a tiniest of articles of the self-build. I took it home, read it numerous times, and finally I rang that number and I was invited by the self-build agency to the Hither Green School for their first invite meeting, where I met Tim. Would you like to join me, Tim? Well, once you meet Tim, that's it. He mentored our programme from the start, giving us some good knowledge of who to look out for, what to do, and how to move forward. It took 3 years in meetings, and it was a bit scary talking to architects and all the policies and procedures that we had to gain, and the funding as well was really hard. Again, Tim took us and led us on the right way. And the night we actually got our date to go on site to build, I couldn't sleep all night. I thought, on my days, I'm going to take my arm off with the chop saw. What am I doing? But there was loads of friends and family and everybody else in the community that wanted to join in after telling the story and help build my home. There's 14 families, and we did all help each other, and we'd all succeeded within the year to have our homes. My greatest memory of the whole legacy is coming home from work afterwards and finding my 12-year-old daughter sawing her bookcase in half to fit in her new bedroom. It's such a lovely image, and I'll never forget it. Moving on from there, all the skills that we learned was completely transferable, and there was all these women left with all these skills after building that decided to start up a women's in construction agency, Maiden Art Maintenance, which we all went on to fulfil for a few good years. After that, my children all grew up with all the skills that they'd learnt from me and the self-build themselves, and my eldest son has completed and built his own home, which I don't think he would have in the tower block. My other second son is a stonemason in construction and doing really well for himself, and my daughter is secured her future and gained a lot of skills from it herself. So engaging with the community and giving people the opportunity, it's not just the home. It's not what you're saying, it's not just a home. I had my mum come live with me, who eventually passed away. I could not have done that in the tower block. There was no room. I've had friends, relatives, people come and stay with me. So I've been able to give them a safe space to live and till they move on to a more secure place themselves. The skills that you learn, you can just take into the environment around you, and all that organisation with all the legal jargon helped me in my business. And the other skills help me fit cupboards for old ladies and paint and decorate for them all. So the home, yes, it is. I've got my island, and we can all come back to my island in my family, and it is lovely. But I carry now a huge tool bag that I've given to my children as well, and they carry that tool bag too. And the self-build shows you that I was in a tower block, and for a pound to make up a co-op, I was able to build my home. People say, God, that's a miracle, when they don't understand the self-build. How did you do it for a pound? And when I say it to them, they're like, no, that can't be true. But it is true. And that has led my children and my cousins, my nieces, my nephews, all to realise that if you see it and you want it, go and get it. Because there will be a door, and if there ain't, build one. Okay.